Hey, I want to talk to you today about, is your fuel tank running on empty? One of the challenges you're going to have as an entrepreneur and as a leader is if you're not careful, if you're not monitoring your own well being, you're going to end up running out of gas. That could be spiritually, that could be emotionally, that could be physically. And so it's critical that not only do you monitor your gas tank, but you find those times to refill, refresh, and recharge. Because the problem is, if you run dry, you have nothing left to offer anyone else. The people you lead, the people you serve, your customers, your business associates, everybody gets left really lacking because your gas tank is empty. And so, one of the things that I find is very helpful is to build in personal times of retreat at regular intervals. So, even for this video, I'm talking to you from the kitchen of a property that we own. And I've developed a little bit of a retreat center for myself here. And so, right now is the middle of deer season. So, I have spent time in the woods last night, time this morning. I'll be back out this evening. And then the rest of the time, I'm really by myself and I'm not working, just simply taking time to reflect, to refresh, get my thoughts together, get rejuvenated, re energized, so I can move forward. And I do this throughout the year. Normally, I'll do one of these between Christmas and New Year's, or if we've got a lot of family, happenings during that season, then I'll do it the first week of January. I do another one in late spring. Midsummer, I'll do another retreat. And sometimes on that one, I'll take a week and just do a road trip by myself. Then I do another one sometime in the fall. And in the fall tends to be a little bit of an ongoing. I use deer season as a great excuse to get away, be out in the woods, enjoying nature, enjoying God's great creation. And I find that recharges my batteries. Now, a couple things that I do anytime I'm on a retreat is I've always got a notebook with me. Here's a notebook that I've been using here for the last few years. And so anytime I take a retreat, notebook's with me. I'm taking notes. Generally also have a Bible with me because that's a big source of my strength, a big source of my refreshing. And I use these times just to do things I want to do. So if I want to sleep, I sleep. If I want to watch movies, I watch movies. If I want to go for a hike or go do something else, go fishing, go hunting, then I'm going to do that. But this is really time for me just to refresh and revitalize and enjoy that time alone. Now, the other thing that I do on top of that is I also have a retreat day every week. So I operate on a 4-day work week, Monday through Thursday. Come Friday, the only work-related thing that I'm going to do is I have a standing meeting with my business partner first thing in the morning. And after that, any other work things I'm going to work on are things that I want to do. Maybe that's, giving some thought to something new and creative. Maybe that's writing. Maybe that's reading. Maybe that's, doing research. So that 5th day is really for me. It's not for clients, not for my teammates, not for my employees. It's all about me and making sure I develop myself. I take a slower pace. I might even take Friday afternoon, go see a movie. Again, it's for me. And part of the reason for doing that is it makes me better for the people that I serve in the long run. And then the other thing that I've implemented every week is I take the principle of a Sabbath. Now, if you're not familiar with that in the Bible, the law given to the Jewish people by God was that they would take a Sabbath each week because God created on 6 days. He rested on the 7th. And so that's the example set. That was also part of the law. That from Friday sundown till the following sundown on Saturday was a Sabbath. The people were not supposed to do ordinary work. They were supposed to rest their animals, all of those types of things. Now, I started implementing a personal Sabbath about a year ago because I found what I was doing was even in my downtime, had my laptop open. I was doing work-related things. And so I just felt like this year I needed to get serious about that. So 5 p.m. Friday, I shut my laptop off and I don't touch it again to do work until Sunday afternoon or Sunday evening. Now, part of, the thing that happens is sometimes we'll get a prospect that'll message me over the weekend because our marketing runs 24/7. So if I get one of those, I'll send out materials by email, but that's it. I'm not going to check the rest of my email. I'm going to send that email really quick, shut my computer back off, and keep it closed. And that's been very helpful to me because what tends to happen even in the evenings is I sit around watching TV with my wife, but I'm not really watching TV. I'm working, got my laptop open until the time I go to bed. So I don't necessarily have the best habits when it comes to shutting down, and maybe you can relate. And then, of course, my daily routine of refilling my tank is every morning I start the morning in prayer and in Bible study. That time with God refreshes me, it re-energizes me, it renews my strength, and gives me something to work with for the day. Now, let me also remind you that your body will tell you if you're not doing a good job of refilling your tank. I have had in recent days a blood test that showed my cortisol levels were almost depleted. And if you're not aware, cortisol is the stress hormone. And so one of the things that I knew I needed to take to heart is I needed to go ahead and take some retreat time. And so my wife encouraged me here after Thanksgiving, take the next few days, go hunting, get off by yourself, recharge your batteries. And so be a good steward of what God has given you, your body, mind, soul. Pay attention to the gas gauge, and when you need to fill back up, it's okay to shut down and retreat. Take a little time to nourish your soul, recharge your energy, so you can better serve the people who are counting on you. Hope you find this helpful.